make sure that you check for any contraindications, and then you educate the patient, inform them the rationale of the treatment. Okay, so we're gonna do what we call the multi-layer compression arm. So there's gonna be a lot of layers. So for I'm gonna use what we call Orgo. This is a 2-layer compression wrap, and it will tell you how many inches and how much compression, up to 40. Okay, so I chose this product because it has like circles, which is really good. It will tell you how the tension will be. So there's a cheat sheet in this. So you will tell them, make sure that you apply the lotion first, the low pH lotion before, or if they have open wounds, you treat the wounds first. So typically I use this one too, but I only got one. I'm sorry, I was rushing last night to go. I asked my director, can I have some samples, because I will be teaching tomorrow. I forgot I'm gonna be wrapping the arms and the legs, so I'm gonna pretend that I use this. This is the cotton. This is me personally. I do the lining of the skin. You don't have to. In a lot of places, they only use these 2 layers. But with me, I still cover.
Is that like a
This is a
cotton?
cotton.
No compression whatsoever?
No, this is a stockinette, you know. So very, very, just to protect the skin. So apply the lotion, and if they have, usually we wrap also each toe. And so I'm going to show you the wrapping on the fingers later on. So I think I only have 1 there. Okay, so here there's like circle marks here. See that? So this is oval in shape because it doesn't have the compression yet. So you want it circle. You don't want it like this overstretch. So meaning to say you're putting so much. So you want it like circle, and if they become oval, meaning to say it doesn't have that much compression. Okay? So I'm gonna start from the base of the foot here. Okay. And can I do this? How you hold it, like a snail, the body of the snail up. And so at the level of the metatarsals.
I was gonna say, y'all can get up and
Yes.
move around.
I don't bite. So you want this 50%. This is your gauge that we call it 50% overlap. So you want the here at the bottom you can do double layer. It's okay. And then when you do the overlap, we call it the spiral pattern. So you go to this, that's your gauge. And then when you reach the ankle area, you do what we call figure of 8. Okay. And then, so you cover the heel area. Is it too tight? No, it's great. So now, in cases like her, so you see that the ankle is so thin. Sometimes I do my modification, like I'm adding 2 ABD pads to make it what we call conical shape. You don't want it so thin, because what will happen is it will concentrate the compression on the ankle area and it will hurt them. So you ask them, when you reach to that ankle, you ask them to dorsiflex it to like 90 degrees, okay? And then if you notice like the following day, this one will become a little bit bruised. So meaning to say the compression is pressing against that bony prominence. So you can add a strip of this or padding over here, okay? So now when you reach about the ankle, you go back to the spiral pattern. Spiral again, half, 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 50% overlap. Okay. And I do a lot of, if they're like heavy, you don't have any help, what I usually do is I put the foot here on my, my abdomen, or here on my hip area, so I do a lot of modifications. So yesterday I have a heavy set, I'm sorry, it's being recorded, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say something. I told the patient, because we became so close, I told him, oh my goodness, your foot is already, it's very, you're being personal to me now, sir, and I'm glad your wife is here. So, yes, because sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to really put them here in between, or, you know, there's nobody to help you. Is it okay if I ask you for the scissors? So, and then also tape, please. This is that one, yes. Thank you. So you want, when you end on the proximal part, you want this to end just 2 finger breadths below the knee, okay? Because, here you go. Okay, can you bend your knee for me? There you go. So 2 finger breadths below the knee. That's where you end. You don't want it so high that they're unable to, and it's gonna be like, they're gonna tell you, oh, it hurts when I bend it. But this is different when you also wrap up to the thigh area. So you got it, and then we're gonna put the tape. Can you hold this one? Please, thank you. I also, sometimes if you have to secure the top portion, I add like what we call skin prep. This is to protect the skin. It looks like an alcohol swab. You put it on top so that they will not develop skin there from the tape. Okay, I was not able to do it today. So there is a tendency for these wraps to fall down. So you can secure it with the tape. Just make sure that they're not sensitive to the tape that you're using. Okay? So the next layer, ma'am, is the one with the compression. So you're gonna feel the compression.